We are along the river Bias, and what a beautiful morning. We are about 30 kilometers away from Manali, and I'm running with Staffan here, and wow, amazing. I just want to ask you a question, Staffan. You have always set goals for your life, you know, for every aspect of your life, business, family. It drives me mad sometimes. But like, do you have specific health goals?
I think everyone has health goals, and one of the biggest, oh wow, look how beautiful this is.
Oh.
That waterfall in the background, I don't know if you could see it.
Wow.
It's so easy to miss things sometimes when you run. I think everyone has goals for health, and most people have lousy goals. The goal is, I don't want to fall sick. I don't want to not be well. And I think our goals is not just not to fall sick, but it's to really have optimum energy and feel good. The goal is not just to live long. The goal is to live with energy as long as you can. And I think your principles has helped me personally a lot since we got married 15 years back. My health has just dramatically changed as a result of just following these principles.
I mean, you're not a runner, and I remember you just started running recently, about 2 years ago. What prompted that?
What prompted that? You know what prompted that. You want me to tell it to everyone, right?
I mean, by the way, thanks for bringing the camera along this morning. Yeah, it was difficult, it was cold, I mean, it's great that you actually captured this for my followers. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, what brought me to start running, I mean, I had this serious knee injury actually before we got married from overplaying squash, the ligament tear, ACL, and I kind of had this phobia that I could do exercise, which I did, but I could not run because my knee injury would get worse. But then you organized this half marathon 2 years back, you remember that?
Yeah.
And you got some 120 people to enlist.
180.
180?
Yeah.
Okay, and then actually 179 because I did not enlist, and then most of these were common friends, and they started to ask me, what about you, Staffan? What about you participating? And I was like, I'm not going to walk. And then I started to run. I did physiotherapy, I got my knee in shape, and did that run for fun actually, but at surprisingly good speed. And that's when I realized that, hey, it's possible. Many people have this misconception that running is bad for your knees. It's actually good for your knees, but you should not start to run if you have overweight and excess weight. You have to lose weight first and get in shape and then start running.
Yes, many times I get asked the question, is exercise important for weight loss? And in my simple way, I will say that exercise and balanced eating is the yin and yang of optimum health. You know, you must have both for optimum health.
I mean, I remember when you started to run, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, what shocked me is that you had just had 2 kids. You were both young at the time. And I mean, you had this obsessive focus on optimum vitamin nutrition. We had a lot of supplements, veggies, enough protein every day. So you had an extremely good basic nutrition in your diet. And you joined this running club and started to run. And you did your first 10K after 1 month of training, I think in 55 minutes.
It was 2 months of training.
Yeah, I mean, it was shocking to me. And that just shows that if you take care of your basic health, you get enough macronutrients every day, vitamins, minerals, omega-3s, like we are so obsessed with in our diet.
Yeah.
Then your basic stamina is there, and it's very easy to get in shape.
I mean, most of my followers are women of my age group or younger. And I just say all the time when I have personal consultations, your health, your body is the decisions you make.
Yeah.
You know, you make a decision to pack those shoes and go for a walk on the holiday that's coming up. You make that decision for your health.
Wow, it's nicely uphill here, no?
It's very uphill.
I mean, I don't know if you can see it if you're watching this, but we are going up at a very nice elevation here. And it's nice. We must have been running for an hour almost.
Yeah.
50 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And we have just turned to run back for another 50 minutes. It doesn't even feel like it. It's, I mean,
perfect weather.
I mean, it's about, when we left in the morning, about 7.5, 9, 8 degrees. And I'm just comparing this to our Mumbai runs. 28 degrees in the morning. It's unbelievable how it affects the body.
I can barely do 40 minutes. And I'm like,
yeah.
End. Let this end.
Here we are going for an hour and a half, and you don't even feel breathless after this cliffness.
Finally we climbed up that hill.
Yeah, just enjoy the, look at this. Sometimes it's important to stop and enjoy. I have a problem doing that sometimes. But look at this.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, that goes back to the concept of just moving to one of these small little houses and stay up in the mountains. Come on. It's actually apple season has just finished here, I think.
Yes. So they have actually just finished with the apple season. And I think persimmons, they call it ramphal. That's actually growing right now. And the locals, I noticed, I think they eat very little processed foods up here.
Yeah.
A lot of natural foods. And
one beautiful thing I just found out from a local I spoke to yesterday is that red rice cultivation has started here on full swing now. And I think that's one way to support these local farmers.
Yes.
Is to buy things like red rice.
Yes.
Grown locally in a place like Himachal, because the health benefits are very obvious, but at the same time we support local farming, local enterprise.
I get a lot of queries about how is it difficult to cook. Is it? No, you just have to cook it for longer. It's full of nutrition, high in iron, red rice, very high, or maybe is it high in iron? I could have made a mistake, but a lot of, excuse me if I'm wrong, but a lot of nutrients that have not been polished away, you know.
And very high in prebiotic fibers.
Prebiotic fiber, for sure.
And many people ask you on Instagram, I've seen that, should I eat black and red rice for weight loss? Of course you should not eat rice for weight loss, but the reason you use that in your BK45 program, and even I am, I mean, to your credit, 12 kilos lighter today than when we got married 14 years back, without ever dieting, just by following the principles in your program. And
that's a big star for a wife.
No,
big star.
Give me some credit too. I followed it.
Yes, you did.
No, but
I must say that, you know, you're open to feedback with foods, with, you know, and it's, I say to women again, you make that decision for your life. Way before Staffan started to run, he used to exercise. I started running myself and walking and eating right and feeding the children right, and it's contagious.
Yeah.
You know, everybody in the family, people ask me, how do you make your children eat fruit and vegetable? You cannot make anyone do anything, you know. You have to do it yourself, and it's contagious, and people around you look at you and
yeah, beautiful.
wow.
Here we have one of the few cars that we have encountered on the whole trip. So baby, now my hand is starting to take a beating from this camera holding.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to put it down and we are going to speed up a little bit. And
if this video is helpful, hit the share button and share it with a friend. I'm struggling to speak and run.
What are we going to have for breakfast today? No veggies, that's the good news. I told the resort that, hey, reduce the veggies a little bit. We are on holiday.
Egg burji, parathas, and some local fruit, persimmon, that's the ramphal.
And the kids have slept in their own tent. You'll see some photos of that later. We are staying in a tent resort.
Wow.
It's quite a unique concept. So now, bye-bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
My hand can't take it anymore. Love you.